Hello, everybody.
All right, we're next taking up the case of People of the State of Michigan versus Michael Hayes. This is going to be case number 24-13917 FC. All right, the defendant has been brought here into the courtroom. Appearances from counsel, beginning with the Assistant AG today.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robin Liddell on behalf of the people, ROBYN-LIDDELL, P number 68287. I'm actually standing in for AAG Erica Tusar, who is assigned to this matter, but she is in Grand Rapids on other court matters this morning.
You may be seated, gentlemen. I'm sorry, thank you.
I'm Jeff Harrison. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Hayes. I'm pleased that the AG's office is engaged in this case. I was unaware of this until yesterday.
That the AG's involved?
That had been officially assigned to them, yes.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm just making a statement.
Yeah. All right. I thought they had been before. Weren't they here last time?
It's not a point I wish to.
I know you don't, but here's why I asked, because it's going to be dependent upon the next answer.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
It's my understanding that when we were last here, Mrs. Carey and I identified a potential, some outstanding lab work. It's my understanding that,
I think we've been talking about
the testing has been performed, but we have not yet received the complete report on that last piece of evidence. And again, I don't want to stop me if you've heard this one, but
I've heard this one on the same case.
Right. The prior example of an issue that arose the first time we had, I believe, a final pretrial in this case was that there had been relatively recently discovered evidence that had not yet been processed.
Right. Let's turn to the Assistant AG and let's see what she can tell us.
Well, I do have a number of notes from AAG Tusar, who is assigned to this file and has been reviewing it. Per her notes, she did speak to the lab. There are 4 more lab reports that have, I'm sorry, let me back up. She did speak to the lab. There are 4 more evidentiary items where they have not been processed by the lab. And so that processing has not been done. She did contact the lab to get a time frame for completion. She was not given a specific time frame, but she was told by the lab that they were working on them. According to her notes, she was able to confirm by MSP that there are over 65 body worn camera footages. MSP tried to send that to our office in a OneDrive, but they were having technical issues. So we have yet to receive that evidence. There are jail calls, to her understanding, that have not yet been turned over to defense counsel. She has been told that there are approximately 400 jail calls for the main witness alone. And so those are just some of her notes in terms of the status as to where this case is.
So obviously the parties want yet the next adjournment.
Well,
I'm going to say this. First of all, and I do appreciate, I know the AG's office is helping out the local prosecutor based upon a variety of issues we don't need to cover today. I will note that we call these final settlement conferences. It's funny how we can have 6 finals, but anyways, final just means it's the one before going to the trial. And I appreciate that not everybody is willing to read the file. My scheduling order says that on the final pretrial conference, the lead attorney handling the case is supposed to be here, which means the Assistant Attorney General, who is on the file, isn't here and is failing to comply with my orders. So we've got a little bit of an issue there. Next, I'm not going to keep doing this. So you all, oh, hold on. Got it. I know what we're going to do. I got a plan. This will be set for I will not adjourn it without a motion. That motion will detail not just a general number. Judge, we've got 50 items of evidence. I want to know what the items are and what their potential relevance or need to be tested is. So for instance, and I don't know anything about this case, although, I mean, I know about it, but I don't know the details. I remember where someone mentioned a shirt or a pair of jeans or something. Let's just say, for example, there's a pair of blue jeans and a red sweatshirt. Mr. Harrison said it's green. I want to know what those items are and when they were sent to the lab and what's taking so long.
I understand the court's frustration, however.
Well, it's not just my frustration, it's that Mr. Hayes has got a constitutional right to a speedy trial. We've got, I assume, relatives related to the victim that keep coming, or maybe they're your family member, I don't know
Mr.
everybody.
Hayes' family, I don't know.
Yeah, everyone needs to have this thing picked up and moved along. I've also watched a lot of no, I've never seen CSI. But let's say I've seen true crime. I know they get things done in an hour, which I'm saying sarcastically, but I want to know what they are.
I feel it's important for me to also advise the court that I myself have a vacation scheduled for 4/29 anyway. It would be disingenuous of me to pretend.
It's okay. I understand.
I just want to make full disclosure so it doesn't come up later.
All right, well, I'm not even gonna ask where you're going because that might impact my decision. I also would need a letter from your wife saying that she wants you there. But
It's her birthday on the 29th.
well, she may not, but anyways, we're not gonna go. No, but what I really want here is, I want this set for a motion to adjourn. And I want the AG's office to, and the defense attorney, or you can do it. I want to know, because we're gonna start documenting this, because I don't want to come back next week and say, or next month and say, well, Judge, there are 54 items now. This case, all the evidence is already there. It's already picked up and set in some place in an evidence room. And I would want to know why the prosecutor's office or whoever it is now, and I do appreciate that the AG is doing that, taking it over. I got it. I want to know what items are there, when they were found, when they were taken into evidence, and what their potential evidentiary value could be. And I want a status of where they are. I think we need to document that. In fact, I'm ordering that we document it, or the answer will be no, we will not do a delay.
Your Honor,
So-
if our office, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Your Honor, if our office can just be heard, the Attorney General's office is assisting Wexford County Prosecutor's Office on this case, which is why our office has yet to file a formal appearance. It is true that Wexford County Prosecutor's Office reached out to our office and we agreed to offer our assistance. We are doing our best with this file to work through it diligently. Your Honor, there's just a voluminous amount of information that we are trying to get through. There's, evidentiary items that were not tested that need to be tested. And so in order to make sure that, we are doing our due diligence and that all the evidence and discovery has been provided to defense counsel, it has taken quite a bit of time. And it's been more of an undertaking than we anticipated it to be.
I know. I'm actually not, and if my words, please note that some of my words today were sarcastic because I was trying to make sure the tone wasn't taken overly negatively. My point here is not the AG's office. In fact, you highlighted an important point. Not only is the AG who may be on the cases in here, But now that I know that you highlighted you don't have an appearance filed, comments are now directed toward the empty prosecutor's table. They have known about this case for a year. So that empty prosecutor's table over there, I appreciate you all are agreeing to help, but that's like telling me the assistant coach from a different team in the NFL is being counseled or consulted with. But the actual coach from the NFL team that's playing here is not here. So I'm left wondering where that person is and why that person there isn't doing the job. Now, in the end, I'm just changing my tone, which is intentional, because I want, and now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it away from the AG's office. I'm going to talk to an empty table. That empty table has to file a motion if it wants this case adjourned, because you, the AG's office, isn't the attorney on the case. Now, Mr. Carnes is sitting over there. He's the assistant prosecutor. He's taking a pen. I need to know who is trying this case. Wexford County. It's not them because they haven't filed an appearance. Who is trying the case? Next, I need a motion because I can't keep kicking cases impacting speedy trial rights without good cause. For me to make a ruling on good cause, I need to know what items of evidence there are and what items of evidence need to be tested. So it's not me scolding any particular, the AG's office. This isn't their case. It's that table's case. That's all. Because what I end up doing here all the time in this file is coming back every 2 to 3 weeks. Judge, we want to test the green sweater. Now I'm told it's 50 items or whatever it was, 20. I don't know. I don't care what the exact number was, but it's no longer a green sweater. I need to know what they are, folks. Or the next time we come in here, I will tell the parties, your trial is going in 10 days. Good luck. The court will, for this time, adjourn it. At the next final pretrial, government, whoever you are, get your ducks in a row. And again, I can't even direct it to the AG's office because again, we highlighted, they're not even the attorney of record on the file. The Wexford County prosecutor is. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Oh, Charlie. Thank you for being here. I would be nothing without you guys. Don't ever forget that. Without you guys, I'd have no reason to be here. I am so grateful for every one of you that show up for me. I love you all, and I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. Thank you for being here. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.